Hello, everyone. This is Miss Hammonds. Let me put some light on. No, I'll be in the struggle. All right, hopefully you can see me a little bit better. All right, so this video is to kind of introduce you to some of the changes for teens and to welcome you to this new physical science class if you are a new student. Give me just a moment to get my life together. Excuse me. Okay, so what you see is my third block teens. Each teen has a little icon. They are now numbered, so you're either in third, fourth, or fifth block. I'm actually in the third block teams because this is the next class that I will have. Some changes to teams, speaking more to students who've had us previously, is that the teams will no longer have week of. Everything is going to be on the general channel. So every time that we meet, the teams will be here. I no longer plan to record in the Teams channel. If you've been using Teams for a while now, you notice how these things can get long. You can just have so much stuff going on in here. So I'm trying to keep it simplistic. Anytime there's a new assignment, you can go up to the assignment tab at the top, or you'll see it posted below. All right, so at the top, you see where it says 8th grade Myhaiku. This is the new feature that I've added to Teams, and this is going to be our primary resource to access our daily assignments. So first, let me kind of just introduce you to Myhaiku. So when you go to the home page, it tells you that this is the page for Dr. Thomas and myself. You will notice that it links both to the 8th grade resources and 9th grade resources. I specifically posted the 8th grade resources to our teens. And as I add units, I'll modify the link so that it specifically takes you to the unit that we're working on. Another feature is that each week that we're working on an assignment, you'll see the week of. So no more week of in Teams. We will only have the general channel. So it'll make it a lot easier for you to know where to go. I know initially when I started doing week ofs, it was hard for us to know which channel to go to for our weekly meetings. So you'll go to the general channel and you go up to the top and look for the 8th grade Myhaiku tab. This is every day. Everything that we're doing every day will be on Myhaiku. You'll go to whatever unit we're on. There'll be a drop down and you'll go to the week that we're currently on. So we're currently on October 14th. Once you click that tab, the drop down will occur. So you'll have Wednesday for today, then it'll be Thursday, Friday, then there'll be a new week of whatever next week is, and then it'll be a Monday, Tuesday, and so on and so forth. So hopefully this is clear. As we get more familiar with it, I'm hoping that it'll be easier for you to follow. All right, so I'm going to click on today's date and move my little camera. All right, so for today, you have the standard that we're currently working on. I am a countdown person. I always want to know when is the next day off. So for you all, election day, that is November the 3rd. So in 19 days, you will not come to school. Your next assignment is going to now be the do now. I'm going to go into more detail about this shortly, but it is the WOW. I am going to show you how to access it and what we're going to do with it. So upcoming activities is also linked to the calendar, and I'll show you where it's located. On the left-hand side of Myhaiku is information. On the right-hand side of Myhaiku are assignments. Let me repeat that. On the left-hand side of Myhaiku is information. On the right-hand side of Myhaiku are assignments. So on the left-hand side, you have the week's agenda. This is our essential question, your I can statement. These are all typical things that will be written on the board. Monday was Columbus Day. Tuesday was a teacher work day, so students were not in school. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's agenda are already provided. As the days change, like right now you only have Wednesday, then Thursday will appear. The agenda stays the same. Typically, the 2-column page stays the same. What changes is the do now, is the opening, is the work period assignment, unless it's a continuation. All right. So I did post the race, so you have that as a reference. So here's the do now, and I always add the do now date so that you make sure you're on the correct week, you're doing the right do now. So in order to incorporate vocabulary, one thing I used to do last year was what I called the word of the week. That's why it's called the wow, but it's technically the word of the day. So each day, after 2 weeks, because we're just starting this, so it's a slow process. I want to make sure you understand how to do this, and I'll go through it with you shortly because I'm doing a recording because I have to leave early. We're going to go through how to complete our word of the week. You'll have 5 of these. This is our opening that kind of introduces us to what we're going to be talking about today. And then this is the link to our Nearpod for today's activity. All right, so I'm going to just kind of jump over into my 9th grade course, only because they have their WOW assignment already posted. Just make it easier for me because I don't have it available in the 3rd block yet. All right, so what you're going to see is the WOW. They will always be numbered because it makes it easier for me to go and check them when I look for them for grading. So the due date is the 23rd for 1 through 5. That's only because we're demonstrating how to do it. Once this one is complete, going forward, it will be a 2-part assignment. So let me go ahead and click on the assignment. You know, I love Miss Immersive Reader. Let me see if I can fix my poor grandma before I have her reading all of this. Can I pause? That would be great. You shouldn't have to watch me edit my poor grandma. But it's all good. I try to be cool. Sometimes when you do things late at night, your thoughts move faster than your typing. Because I had a your when it should have been a you. Yeah, right here. Okay, vocabulary is an important part of learning science. I have finally decided how I can implement a way for you to learn important terms that you need to know. Because we will not have a word each day to start, these terms will be due in 2 weeks so that I have enough time to explain and demonstrate how I would like you to complete this assignment. Going forward, the do now will be 2 parts, a vocabulary term and a question or quick write. Please open the document below and be sure to save your work each time you open this document. You will not turn this in until next week. Okay, and we're going to update it. And I read it, so we don't need Miss Mercer's reader. All right, so now I'm going to go to the student view. We're going to open it in the actual Word. Excuse me. All right. So I did notice a couple of little typing issues, and I'll just demonstrate how to get past those. All right, so this is the WOW document. I could have put word of the day, but I didn't like how it sounded. I just like wow. All right, so they're already numbered. So it's 1 through 5 on this first document. Hmm. Okay. It looks like it's a little messed up. You know, I was typing on this document earlier, so it may be slightly off. I may have to edit it a little to make it be great again. Mm. It's the only thing when you take a PDF and you make it a Word document, sometimes it just doesn't translate as well as you like. Right. So I might have lost my use it in a sentence. We'll work it out. All right, so this is the document. So I'm going to split screen and I'm going to go to Myhaiku. See what I figure out. All right, so again, the Myhaiku tab. Well, there's just the ninth grade one, but today the information is the same. But I'm going to go to your tab, unit one, Wednesday. So just to repeat, all information is on the left, all assignments are on the right, and all of the activities will have a red heading. So the first thing we're working on is our do now. Let me go ahead and increase the magnification. It's actually easier if I do it in the web version because magnification in Teams is tricky. Is this the right one? And I appreciate your patience with me as I navigate. All right, hopefully this is a little easier for you to read. All right, in my Word document. Oh, wow. Okay, so our first word is reactant. So what I encourage you to do, if cutting and pasting is your thing, you will highlight and it's Control C. So the control is the CTRL. You'll hold it down, press this letter C, place your cursor by word, hit the control, and then press V. Excuse me, and it'll paste the word for you, right? Definition is that it is a substance that takes part and undergoes changes during a reaction. Again, it is a substance that takes part and undergoes change during a reaction. So we're going to highlight that. You can also right click, copy, place your cursor, right click. My right click is working. It's not. Control V. And then it posted my sentence. Now, if it takes away the underlining, if it takes away some information, it's okay. As long as the information I'm looking for appears, I'm okay with that. So normally I'll have the students just put an X for my part of speech. Like we tried to put the X, now the thing won't work, whatever. We tried to put the X in first block and it kept wiping it away, but whatever. So part of speech is a noun, as you can see is presented here. Now, I'm not always going to give you everything. Sometimes you're going to have to Google. This is the very first one, so I'm trying to be kind. So the sentence, the reactant is the first part of a chemical equation. So again, we're going to highlight, Control C, and I may have, here it is, use it in a sentence, Control V. And so I'm almost done with my wow. I'm missing my antonym and synonym. So I will never provide you with an antonym and synonym. However, one of these fabulous students that I had as a sixth grader, at this point, he should be a sophomore in high school. That's a long time, isn't it? All right. So He provided me with this website. I don't know how this sugar found this website, honey, but I've been using it for about 5 years, 6 years. It's called Power Thesaurus. So I've always made the link available for you in Myhaiku, and it says use this link to get the antonyms and synonyms for your wow. When you click the link, a new tab opens up in whatever browser you're using. And then all you have to do is type in your word. It actually gives you a lot more than just the antonyms and synonyms. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you. All right. So again, our word was reactant. Highlighted is synonyms, responsive, reagent, reactive. These all have the same meaning. That's what a synonym is. It has a same or similar meaning. So I'm going to type in reagent. It happens. Gotta move my little virtual head. All right, so you see these little boxes and dots? Whenever those appear, whatever you're typing on is gonna go away. Just to give you the heads up. I have been working on my patience so I don't get frustrated. All right, so I'm gonna type in reagent. Oh, so funny. All right, so the reagent is my synonym. Notice that antonyms is grayed out, right? So I'm the type, when I go through and I look at your work, sugar, if I see blank, I see F. I be like, didn't do. If you put N/A, none applicable, or NONE, I'll know you looked for it and that there wasn't one. So I'm asking that you put N/A or you put none. I would say, do you have questions, but you're not with me? So if you have any questions, bring them to me tomorrow. All right, so this is what you will do with your wow. If you have never done an assignment in Teams, let me walk you through the whole save process. But before I do, sugar, we can't save mine because mine is the real assignment. So we're going to go ahead and click on my undos. Maybe not that one. All right, let me see if I can put back my use in a sentence that I deleted on accident. Look at it. Space, space. There we gotta go. Please bear with me. Okay. I want to make sure I provide you with a good copy. Best copy I can give you. All right. So once you've typed on it, if you see here, mine has auto save. But if yours does not have auto save on it, then I need you to go to File, hit Save, and then once it's saved, go to Close, and then it's going to automatically take you back to your Teams, and then you're going to go back to where your assignment is located. I'm going back to General, go back to my full screen, and then you'll be back at the assignment. All right, and so here you'll see where it states that I've modified the assignment. All right, so going back to the Myhaiku, let me move my little virtual head. All right, and then going back to Wednesday. All right, so the only class who's not going to, well, I guess we all gonna get through with sugar. I'm going to pause and cut away on my recording. And then when I come back, I'll have a recording that's specific to the Nearpod activity. All right. Bye-bye.